Ready when you are.
Okay. 5, 4.
Good job. Good job.
Am I supposed to do it again?
Yeah, you're supposed to keep doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
How long?
Like multiple sets.
Okay.
Go for as long as you can.
3, 2, 1.
Bruh, Tucker Carlson has broken AOC, okay? He is actually really broke this woman, okay? She literally, okay, posted a video on Instagram of her dipping her face in ice cold water to relieve stress, right? I wonder why AOC is so stressed out nowadays, okay? Because it ain't like she's doing anything in Congress, right? Or is she worried about New York City and what's going on with the crime there? Maybe she's worried about that. I don't think so, considering how she's always vouching to let criminals out on the streets. I don't think that's it either. I think it is truly that Tucker broke her in his Friday monologue, in which he basically roasted AOC for a ridiculous comparison to Jesus in this new piece of literature from the New Yorker, okay? And AOC took so much offense to that that she basically accused the man of on-air sexual harassment, okay? I mean, something that's really ridiculous, right? Simply for roasting her, okay? And making jokes, right? And AOC continued her meltdown that I wasn't going to talk about again, but Tucker Carlson has responded to it. So before I actually get into Tucker's response, I actually want to read AOC's latest meltdown that he's going to respond to, so that you guys have some full context here. As she says, I genuinely want to know why Tucker Carlson is allowed/paid to engage in clear, targeted, libelous harassment that endangers people and drives so many violent threats that people have to fundraise for their own safety. Why should they have to pay for his harassment? Make it make sense. Jesus Christ. It's not within the realm of political commentary. It's not just me. He regularly targets people that don't have access to resources for protection. Once he gets to fantasizing about booty calls of women on national TV, I cease to see the political value outside of incitement. Right? So she's basically accusing this man of incitement, right? / harassment, okay, simply for his monologue. And by the way, I want to mention, somebody said this in the comment section, like, why did you like this tweet? Well, I like tweets as bookmarks, right? I like tweets, not because I agree with the tweets or anything like that, whether it's right or left, really, to be quite honest with you. I just like them so that I can reference them easily when I do my videos, okay? So likes are not endorsements, right? So, yeah, with that being said, we're going to play Tucker's response to this, which I think he's 100% spot on about. But if you like my channel, right, you like my commentary, and you want to support the channel, you can do so using the links in the description below. You can support the Patreon, you can support the PayPal, you can support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you like to do so in the links in the description below. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Tucker Carlson's clapback against AOC. Take a look.
So we broke down on Friday and reviewed the new book about Sandy Cortez, the entitled congresswoman from Westchester, which was ridiculous. And of course, it was hagiographic, doesn't begin to describe it. It compared her to Jesus. And of course, she responded to it because it was about her, and anything about her immediately crosses her radar, and she can't resist either. So then she gets on Twitter and assumes her natural pose, which is victimhood. So here's the most powerful people in the country telling you that she's oppressed. She's an oppressed person of color. Right. Quote, I genuinely want to know why Tucker Carlson is allowed, paid to engage in clear, targeted, libelous harassment that endangers people and drives so many violent threats that people have to fundraise for their own safety. Why should they have to pay for his harassment? Make it make sense. Again, note the narcissism, but note above all, here is once more one of the most powerful people in the United States of America, the world's most powerful country, telling you that she is a victim. She is a lawmaker, but she's oppressed. This is the posture they all assume. It's passive aggression. It's feline. There's something especially disgusting and dishonest about it. But here's the most interesting part. So Sandy Cortez talks about how she's threatened and she's got to pay for protection. Well, taxpayers fund her ample bodyguards, of course, even as she defunds the cops for everybody else. But the truth is, some people do need to fundraise for protection in the society that she created, where political differences can invite violence. Those people who do need to fundraise for protection would include, say, the Canadian truckers, or the January 6th defendants, or Kyle Rittenhouse, to name just a few examples. But they're not able to do that anymore. Why? Because people like Sandy Cortez agitate to choke off their fundraising. This is an attempt to suppress their speech and put them in danger. So if there is a victim of the system, a system that she helped create and supports, it's not her. It's the people who actually need protection but can't raise money. They always accuse you of what they themselves are doing.
Yeah, so Tucker's 100% right, okay? Because he honestly made AOC take the bait, okay? And the fact that AOC actually responded to him shows you that she really lacks political savviness, because she should not have responded, okay? She should not have responded. And she goes into full meltdown mode over things that basically she does, okay? She wants to act like she's the arbiter of responsible political language, right? When she's the one that was basically, encouraging violence, okay, with the BLM protests, saying that, hey, the point of protests is to make people uncomfortable, right? Because BLM protests and those making people uncomfortable, that's okay. But the Ottawa Freedom Truckers and the Freedom Convoy making people uncomfortable, oh, that's not okay, okay? According to the liberal left. You guys remember when she came out here and basically accused Ted Cruz of trying to murder her, right? Because of what happened at the Capitol, okay? She accused Ted Cruz of trying to murder her, okay? Again, this is the person that wants to talk about responsible political rhetoric, okay? And let's not forget the time that after the election, she basically advocated to put Trump supporters, people that voted for Trump or supported Trump, on a list, okay? She was about making political lists. Well, why is that? Right? To Tucker Carlson's point, the reason why is because she actively wanted to put a target on those people's backs, right? She wanted them censored, marginalized from society, not be able to get jobs, not be able to feed their families, support their kids, or anything like that, right? She wanted those people to not be able to live regular lives simply because of their political opinions. But she's sitting here accusing Tucker Carlson, right, of violence towards her, okay? Violence towards her simply over a segment in which he roasts a book that compares her to Jesus and makes a joke about a booty call, right? She gets all bent out of shape, okay? And basically, again, calls for censorship. Oh, he shouldn't be on air, right? Taxpayers shouldn't be funding this, okay? But again, we have taxpayers funding her security while she openly advocates for the defunding of police, right? For the taxpayers themselves to not have security and protection, right? Ain't it funny how this works, right? Ain't it funny how this works? So I want y'all to understand the importance of this. Because some of you guys ask, well, why are you talking about AOC, right? Why even talk about AOC? Why even give her attention? Well, the reason why is because AOC has millions and millions and millions of people that think like her and think that what she's saying is right, okay? She, like Tucker is arguing here, has perpetuated this pro-censorship, pro-cancellation culture that the right is dealing with, right? So we have to respond to the silliness that she says, okay? Because it actually is really important. You gotta think about it. This is a sitting politician that is calling for a mainstream media pundit, right, Tucker Carlson, to be silenced for simply having a difference of opinion. She said, no, take that person off air because he doesn't agree with me as a politician, okay? Do you guys understand that? That is literally silencing the press. That's what a politician is openly calling for. And that, in my opinion, is news. And it must be called out because we actively have people that are electing these woke feminists to Congress, right? That's the honest to God truth. AOC acts the way she acts because she's a hyper feminist, right? And in her mind, the feminist mind, right, every interaction with a man is an interaction in which a man is potentially trying to take advantage of her and that she's a victim, right? Because she's perpetually at war with men, okay? And when a straight white male like Tucker Carlson comes out to AOC and makes a joke about a booty call. Oh, you best believe she's gonna pull every victim card in the deck. Okay, she's gonna pull every victim card in the deck. She accused the man of harassment. Okay, basically tried to accuse him of Me Too. Called for him to be censored. Said that the dude is violent, promoting violence against her. Okay, even though he hasn't said anything about that whatsoever. And let's not forget that she basically accused any Republican who criticizes her as wanting to sleep with her, right? They're attracted to her, which is why they criticize her. Criticism of her simply can't be, hey, I disagree with your policies, okay? I disagree with what you stand for, and that's just it. That can't be that. There has to be some alternative motive because, you know, we're trying to defend the patriarchy or something like that, right? Something crazy, okay? But again, my point is that, you know, these people like AOC with this mindset, this worldview in which, again, she's perpetually at war with men, and that anybody that disagrees with her must be silenced. A lot of these women are starting to run for Congress, okay? And I think we have to be wary of this stuff and that we can't be electing these people because they simply don't have the temperament to be in Congress, right? They simply don't, right? Imagine AOC becoming president one day. Right? Lord forbid that happens. But I'm just saying, imagine her becoming president one day. You don't think she would try to censor anybody that disagrees with her? Okay, she's basically calling for it now. And she's just a representative. You don't think she would actually try to act on that if she had more power? I think she would. Imagine AOC dealing with something like the Ukraine crisis, right? We roast up Kamala and Biden for how they deal with it. But I mean, some of these people actually want AOC to be like the Speaker of the House, right? Or the Senate Majority Leader, okay? And potentially president one day. That's what they want, right? That's how some of these mainstream media outlets like the New Yorker praise her as the next coming, right? They want her running this country. Can you imagine somebody that breaks down, right, into a hissy fit over Tucker Carlson making a joke about a booty call? Can you imagine her in the office dealing with somebody like Putin, okay? Somebody that probably, you know, drinks blood and wrestles bears, right? And, you know, is a KGB killer, according to Joe Biden. Can you imagine her dealing with somebody like him? I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it, okay? I think it would be an unmitigated disaster, right? It would be an unmitigated disaster, okay? So, like I said, man, she shouldn't have responded to Tucker in the first place. And Tucker's response was perfect. You know, she basically is going to play the victim card no matter what. Okay, it's always, I'm a victim, me. Even though you're a politician, okay? You're making about $200,000 a year. You live in a lavish life. You're a celebrity. You're well off. You're not a victim, right? But she continues to play the victim card no matter what because, again, that is the feminist mindset, okay? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.